In Oregon, this is NBC 16 News at 5:30.
The Mosher Creek fire burning in the gorge is 971 acres and only 10% contained. The Department of Forestry says there was little growth overnight. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Mazer. Well, containment is the goal for fire crews as they continue to take on the Mosher Creek fire. Crews' efforts are slowed down, though, because of social distancing requirements for eating and showering. There are 565 threatened structures. 2 buildings were completely destroyed. Officials don't expect the fire to be completely contained until the end of the month. While the cause is still under investigation, it's believed to be human-caused. Firefighters are now evaluated every 24 hours for coronavirus symptoms, and crews are kept in modules to keep interactions low and cross-contamination to a minimum. The goal, to keep the community members and firefighters safe from the virus.
The whole idea is we came from all over the state. We went through health screening, so we are assuring that we're not bringing COVID into the community. We also don't want to interact with the community in such that we get it from the community or we give it to the community. Should we have anyone experience coronavirus type symptoms, we are able to handle that and mitigate that in our own camp, keep it out of the community and without impacting your local resources here.
The Governor's Office, Oregon Health Authority, Oregon State Fire Marshal's Office, and Oregon Department of Forestry all contributed to figuring out how to mitigate concerns about spreading infections while keeping crews on the fire lines. And make sure to stay with us tonight for any breaking developments on the Mosher Creek fire. Of course, when we're not on the air, we continue to bring you the latest developments on our website, NBC16.com, and on our Facebook page at KMTR News. And make sure, of course, to stay with us tonight for any breaking news. We'll have that both on air and on our website. We'll be sure to have updates tonight at 11 as well. Now, with the threat of triple-digit heat this weekend, both the Douglas Forest Protective Association and the Coos Fire Protective Association increased the fire danger rating to extreme. And just a few hours ago, ODF announced Lane County will raise the level to extreme starting Saturday. The already dry forest, combined with the forecast temperatures, could contribute to a new wildfire. Kyle Reed, fire prevention specialist with DFPA, says the weather conditions could be similar to the weather observed during the start of the Stouts Creek fire in 2015. The change in fire danger rating means an increase in restrictions to the public. You can find that information on our website at NBC16.com. Switching gears to weather now, taking a live look outside of Eugene. Chief Meteorologist Josh Cozart has our first look at weather.
Another toasty day across western Oregon, 80s, 90s through the I-5 corridor. Even now along the coast, starting to get on the warming trend as we return to the low 70s, well above our average. But you'll see this mosaic of colors across our region. Let's dive into it, dissect it, exactly what it means through the southern Willamette Valley. Excessive heat warnings, that's through much of our weekend. Fire weather warnings found on either the coast or over the Cascades as the fire potential continues to grow. Down towards Coos and Douglas County, excessive heat warnings Saturday and Sunday through the I-5 corridor. Heat advisories lasting through Sunday over the Cascades and out along the coast. That's going to be primarily today and tomorrow as temperatures sit well above our average. Fire potential remaining at high levels for Linn and Lane County. However, Douglas County now at that extreme level along with Coos, but Lane County, you'll be moving up to the extreme level once we move into tomorrow due to lack of rainfall. For tonight, we fall back into the upper 50s. More sunshine and hotter temperatures still to come. We'll discuss that in my full forecast.
All right, looking forward to it, Josh. Thank you. Well, attention parents, the start of the academic school year for Springfield schools is exactly 1 month from today. And as the district continues to finalize its return to school plans, there are some key dates you should know about. So break out that pen and pad of paper. Registration for both new and current students starts next Wednesday, August 19th. The week of August 31st, the district will distribute technology and instruction materials. On September 14th, the first day of school, kindergarten and first grade students will return to school, while 2nd through 12th grade will begin school remotely. Starting September 21st, second graders will start going to school and third graders will start on September 28th. Again, in-person instruction will happen every day of the week except Wednesday. The district plans to have an average between 15 to 18 students per class, an air purification system, and new hand sanitizing stations to ensure student safety. Masks will be required on buses and students will be separated to maintain distance. You can find the district's on-site instruction plans, health and wellness protocols, and transportation safety on our website at NBC16.com. Well, on the South Coast now, plans to reopen are underway at the Bandon School District. NBC 16's Amanda Slee covers the bases tonight.
In Bandon, it will be all about online learning. Some students are excited about the idea, others not so much.
I feel like at-home learning is where kids have more, they're more focused because they don't have like all their friends bugging them while they're doing their work.
I'm not excited about it because I don't feel that I'm learning anything. I like in the classroom learning. I'm more of a visual learner.
With the governor's in-person school metrics, schools in Bandon won't be allowed to hold in-person classes. They'll be doing online learning with two options: online schooling at a student's own pace through the state, or online schooling with Bandon teachers where a student will log on at certain times. The superintendent of Bandon Schools says this is the toughest decision he's had to make in his education career.
I do feel that it's not going to be as high quality of education as an in-person delivery. I think our students are going to be missing out on the social part of school.
He's concerned that students will miss the authentic assessment of schooling.
You can read about how a hammer works. You can study a hammer, but until you actually go hammer something, you don't necessarily know what you're talking about.
Alex says online schooling gets easier the more you work on it.
My tip is to go to bed early the night before and wake up and go in a different room or go outside, go somewhere where nobody's around so that you have that focus.
Reporting in Coos County, I'm Amanda Slee.
All right, thank you, Amanda. Bandon School District registration, meantime, opens online on August 17th. Looking at COVID-19 cases in Oregon now, the Oregon Health Authority reports 323 new confirmed and presumptive COVID-19 cases and 2 new deaths, bringing the state total to more than 22,600 cases and 385 deaths since the pandemic started. Multnomah County reported the most cases today with 52 and has the most cases in Oregon with more than 5,100. A new study shows a substantial number of Oregonians have undiagnosed and unreported infection from COVID-19. Epidemiologists with the Oregon Health Authority collected nearly 900 blood samples at healthcare centers across the state from patients who never received a COVID-19 diagnosis. They found antibodies against the virus or evidence of previous infection in 1% of patients. That's 10 times higher than the rate traditional testing has shown, and researchers say that number continues to grow.
The study was conducted during May and June, and we've since accrued a lot more cases. Our current estimates of cumulative cases in the state of Oregon are something closer to 2.5% of the population.
The study also found the rates of infection increased with age, with no antibodies detected in the blood of patients 17 and younger. In people 18 to 64, the rate was 0.4 to 0.5%. And seniors over the age of 65, the rate was 1.6 to 2.1%. Coming up on your only local news at 5:30, the city of Eugene is replacing the Sunday Streets program with Open Streets, where it's happening this summer.
It's an idea that's spreading. The Downtown Eugene Streetery program has spread to the 5th Street public market. Coming up, how the merchants are reacting after struggling through a tough COVID spring.